Well, Pat, anger, disgust, dismay, disappointment, and they also, as you mentioned, do not believe that there isn't another video that clearly shows the actions that led up to that shooting. The mother did say that she saw her son, but she described it as a push, the officer, the off-duty officer, not as a slug, not as a punch. And again, they said over and over again, where's the other video? There has to be something else.
It was a blow. It was an absolute blow. And any mother with a child would know how painful that is.
I may look like I'm okay, but I'm not. I mean, yesterday I was like almost paralyzed. I couldn't move. You know, after hearing this, I mean, I was stuck. My back is gone. It's still gone.
Russell and Paola French, the parents of Kenneth French, still can't believe that LAPD off-duty officer Sal Sanchez is not going to face any criminal charges. Did you hear Sanchez say, I'm a cop?
Oh, yes. Twice, three times, yes.
Loud?
Yes.
And then he shot right there.
Absolutely.
I saw him make a motion, and it was to a person, obviously, whose back was facing to him. And then no sooner I had to focus on the man with the gun.
She described it as a push, not a blow to the head to Sanchez, the way it was described yesterday when it was announced that charges would not be filed.
I keep hearing my son did something, so show me the video that Kenneth did something. I didn't see it, so show me something.
Today they addressed the media, talking about their heartache. In private, they answered a few more questions for me. Specifically, they want to know, where is the video that shows that Sanchez was hit and in danger?
When my wife and I went to Costco the day after we found out, we were told by multiple employees stated that the video they watched was, and I quote, cold-blooded murder. How could the grand jury dismiss that?
Yesterday, the district attorney showed this video and said this is what the grand jury saw. It does not show Sanchez being hit and knocked to the ground or shooting. And he said the grand jury saw everything, all the evidence that they had.
And I would submit that if it was anyone other than a police officer, they would have been prosecuted.
Dale Galipo represents the family. He said in 30 days he will file a lawsuit in federal court against Sanchez and the LAPD. And the family has also hired a criminal attorney. They're going to ask the Attorney General to reopen this case and prosecute Sanchez.
Our family has just taken another blow, and we have lost complete faith in the U.S. justice system.
Salvador Sanchez was clearly in the wrong, as he was not in imminent danger to fire 10 shots at an entire unarmed family.
At yesterday's news conference, it was asked several times, including by myself, is there any other video? Is there another angle? Does it show the officer in dire trouble? And repeatedly the response was, that was it. There is no other video. What you saw is what the video is all we were able to get from Costco. As for the family, they said that they did testify in front of the grand jury. They're not allowed to talk about that legally, but the attorney did say that the questions asked of the mother and father, not so much about the shooting itself and what they saw, but rather about the medical history of their son, and in particular, his temper. From Corona, Dave Lopez, CBS 2 News.